16, 5A Division One. That's a mouthful right there, and we got a good ball.
It was like a good day for a game of football. It's from Southwest. Looking at the stats from last game.
ISD Athletics. Big game upcoming, and we are underway with good, solid field position. The Javelina quarterback taking his time. They finally set. So that'll bring up an interesting third down, 3rd and 5. Quarterback with a jet sweep, tosses it to Bocanegra. Bocanegra eludes one defender, gets his way all the way down to the Redskins.
Look at that pitch right there. It's a good run. Good vision downfield, make that person miss. Good job on those yards.
And that's what Cesar Bocanegra brings. It brings a whole different element. He has a lot of speed. If he can get around the edges, he is explosive around the sidelines. So look for that all night. For last second instructions, under 10 on the play clock, man in motion. Quarterback keeper, they're going to toss it to that man in motion. Flag flies. That toss was to Bocanegra, who tripped over a couple defenders and falls forward for about a 3-yard pickup.
Personal.
That's going to bring up a second and very long upcoming for the Javelinas. They need to get all the way to the Redskins 32-yard line, and a big pass reception right there to Bocanegra. It loses a couple defenders, sidesteps another one, trying to juke the whole world, and finally tackled down at the Redskins 24-yard line. So a big, big pickup by the Javelinas. The other passing game.
See the replay. Good job by the quarterback. Good job by the receiver going down the seam, finding that open field, making one man miss, pretty much making the whole team miss. Good job on that catch. Good job on that throw.
It's up the middle. No, it's a quarterback keeper around that right side of that defensive front. Ramirez, who faked it to Bocanegra. That block to allow the running back Garza to score. So the Javelinas, with an early 6-0 lead, they're going to try to extend that with this extra point. Bocanegra's kick is successful, so the big 30-yard pickup right there by Garza. That allows the Javelinas night of District 16 5A Division 1. Toss out there to Bocanegra, finds a seam. It loses a couple defenders. He's off to the races, folks. I don't think they're going to catch him. He's at the 15, 10, 5 touchdown. Bocanegra and the Javelinas. 50-yard run by the Javelinas, and they retake the lead. What a great job by that offensive front. And I'll tell you what, Mike, you get Bocanegra in open space, and there is no one who's going to catch him.
Yes, sir. That's a good execution right there on that toss play. You got all the blockers out in front looking for someone. You know what? Let me go through here. Let me cut up right here. Let me go. You know what? There's the end zone right there. Good job on that run. Good job on that line. Good job offense, blocking, execution.
Great job right there, capping off a 75-yard drive. And I don't think you can really call it much of a drive. 75 yards on 2 plays. A penalty of 5 yards, and then Bocanegra eludes everybody. See here on the replay, I don't think anybody even touched him. Great block. And after that, so check me out, touchdown Javelinas. They retake the lead, 14-7.
Dance major, Kaylee Bell.
Total yards at the half. Donna, the Redskins, with 149 total yards, leading the way for the Javelinas. The Redskins, of course, would like nothing better than have another defensive stop here in the red zone. A pitch out to Bocanegra. Bocanegra wrestled down by the defensive back, Jose Gallegos, number 6, Ivan Torres of the Redskins. So good job right there by Torres and the Redskins, negating Bocanegra to the edge.
Good job with that pitch. Good job with the Redskins holding the blocks, making sure that, you know, they don't get blocked out.
All right, still in great field position, though. On third down, quarterback drops back, fires, throws a little bit behind a wide open Bocanegra. Bocanegra right there signals, just lead me, my friend, and we would have had a touchdown. But instead, Ramirez unable to connect with Bocanegra. That brings up a 4th and goal from the 9. Let's see if the Javelinas elect to add to their point total by trying a field goal. Owen trying to be a hero. He's lucky that wasn't a fumble return for a touchdown. The Javelinas, though, do the job. Keep it. Run with it. And, of course, they would have came back because of the false start. But the option is push back to the Javelina side of the field. A toss to Bocanegra. Tries to get around the edge. He does. Flies to the first down marker and will be pushed out of bounds right around the first down marker. He needed 8, and I believe he picked up all 8 yards for the first down.
That was a good job by the Bocanegra. It was just a regular toss outside the pitch. It looked like he was going to be down for a loss, but he just turned on the turbos and
1. Ramirez under center. Tosses it to Bocanegra. Bocanegra finds a seam. He gets through it. It's off to the races for Bocanegra, and deja vu, almost the same play he scored on the first time from 50 yards out. Bocanegra finds a seam, explodes through it. Touchdown, Javelinas.
good job by the right side, getting that pitch. Good eyes downfield. He's following his blocks. Right after that, nobody's going to touch him. 6 points on the board.
Yeah, Bocanegra just, I think the play was intended him for to go all the way outside. He found a seam on the inside. He cut it up fast and untouched. Bocanegra, relentless, gets in the end zone once again. He adds his own extra point. And the Javelinas, and here we see the replay once again. Bocanegra, 34-yard run. My goodness, what quickness, what elusiveness. Touchdown, Bocanegra. That's his second touchdown of the evening. The first one was from 50 yards out. That second one from 34. Bocanegra with 132 yards, 102 yards rushing on only 5 carries. Up as much of the game clock as possible. 12 seconds on the play clock. Javelinas with an end around. A lot of running room. Sneaks by a couple defenders. Streaks out of bounds at about the 46, 47 yard lines of the Javelinas. So a good 16, 17-yard pickup right there.
Right there, good pitch, good vision, good blocker in the front. You gotta get up to the blockers in the front. I mean, you always talk about the runners, but I mean, it all starts with good blocking down the field as well.
Well, they're gonna give him the 49. Yeah, Ramirez stumbles right there at the beginning, offset by the snap, but still keeps his demeanor. Picks up 4 valuable yards. The clock keeps moving. Under 10 minutes remaining in the ball coming for the Javelinas offense. It's a pitch out. Give it to Bocanegra. Bocanegra streaks around the near sideline. He loses one defender, almost sidesteps another. Gets dragged down from behind at about the 22-yard line. They needed 3. Bocanegra gives them 20. First down, Javelinas.
Good offensive call. They switched it up. I mean, they decided to go with a pitch. And sure enough, weaving in and out. Positive yards. Good job. First down. So close to the end zone. They can already taste it. Another 6 points.
And we have some penalties. I'm not sure if there was movement.
I think there's 2 men in motion.
False start, number 2, offense. 5-yard penalty, third down.
So the speedy Bocanegra, a little bit too anxious on that play. It was 3rd and 7. It's going to make it a 3rd and 12. 7-11 remaining. Javelinas are possibly a couple of first downs away. But so I believe we have everything in order now. 2nd and 12. Javelinas pitch it outside. Bocanegra, he loses one defender. He fumbles the ball. Did they say he fumbled the ball, or was he down by contact? And that's exactly what we're talking about, Mike. You know, Bocanegra carried the ball rather casually there. That was very dangerously. That could have been stripped. They're going to say he's down by contact, and the Redskins will call their final timeout of the ball
Timeout.
game.
Donna.
6 away from being in first place in District 16 5A Division 1, and more importantly, or just as important, being 2-0 for the first time in school history. After the penalty, the extra point is good. Javelinas 28, Redskins 14.
We'll take it downstairs to Pedro.
Time in PSJA Southwest history by defeating Donna 28-14. The Javelinas are 2-0 on the year, 1-0 in District 16 5A. Any last words, Mike?
You know what? Good by both teams, both offenses. You know, good old hard-nosed football. I mean, Southwest, of course, the better offense right there for today. Good momentum to carry them to the next game, and you know what? The rest of the season, good 2-0 start.
Well, thank you very much.